everybody, I'm Merisu the Art Sheep, and Merry Christmas! Yay! It's Christmas time! Christmas is here! Anyway, today I am drawing my Christmas gift for my best friend, Mayu I, aka Lydia. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one, and I can already hear the voice in the back of my head and my critics. You got the perspective wrong. Yes, I'm aware that the perspective of this drawing is, like, all over the place. I am sorry. I didn't have time to play around with it. I promise I'll take an art class next year when I got time, but I don't got time this year because I was actually moving at a relatively... This year, oh my goodness, this year. Let me talk a little bit about this year. So... First, I was at, like, excellent pace. I made all my reference sheets one after another, one by one. And then I started working on Revolution Full Color, and it was making great pace. And then I started putting it on pause a little bit because I wanted to do some speed paints. And I was making good progress on the speed paint until right around April I got sick. And I died. And I never came back. And then finally, I picked up the pace a little bit. I wanted to finish Revolution Full Color in summer. Fat chance on that one. It did not get finished in August. And then I thought maybe September. Nope, not gonna happen. And then I thought maybe it could be done in October. And it was done in October. Right on the cusp of me finishing, going on vacation. So that was cool. I ended up missing some spelling mistakes, so I might re-upload it later. This year without spelling mistakes, but if so, that would be like later, very later, like closer to New Year's. But we will think about that. But then after I finished Revolution Full Color, I then thought, okay, I can relax a little bit. Drew my Gothic drawing, had a lot of fun with that, and then I'm like, okay, I still got time. And then I was like, I could get a head start on my Christmas gifts. And then I was like, okay, I will get a head start. And then I started drawing one, turned out great. Never turned out great. And then I got stuck on one, and that threw me a little bit behind. So once again, I was drawing Christmas gifts up to the last minute. So yeah, definitely didn't have time. Anyway, for this Christmas gift, though, I ended up drawing 3 of my OCs, Kyla, Misato, and Azura, and then my friend's Mayu I characters from her original series, Fatal Blades. This isn't all of them though. 2 of them are missing. Kaizen and Kazu are both absent. They weren't invited to the party. They weren't cool enough. No, really, I just didn't know where to put them actually, and I wasn't actually gonna put as many characters I actually thought in this, so I was just gonna do a few, but then when I got to the ending, I ended up realizing that I had everyone except for those 2. Oops. And then on top of it, the reason why I picked the characters I did is because she's doing a new story, and some of the characters aren't going to be in it, or if they do, will they be in it later. So I was kind of thinking on that. Anyway, for Kyla, I'm drawing her in the same Christmas dress I drew her last year. Yes, her shoe is wrong right here, so I had to fix that. That was a little awkward. I usually try to do better, but nope, it just wasn't turning out. But luckily, I ended up getting my mojo back by the end, because I think it turned out pretty good. The coloring on some of them, not so much, but yeah. I think the funniest thing is I've gotten so used to drawing Kyla a certain way, and the most saddest thing about it is that if I ever do get around to writing her story, Tales of Hollows, it probably won't be the same way anymore. She probably won't be as tall, her hair will not be quite this dangerously long, and she'll be thinner. Like, I made her a little bit muscular because I wanted to I wanted to kind of emphasize that she was strong, so I figured the best way to do that was make her a little bit muscular, even though I didn't want to. But then I realized she's got powers, and all of her strength comes from her powers anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I thought I was doing my best to be realistic and stuff, but then I realized, what does it matter if she gets all of her strength from her powers anyway? So, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of her more muscular frame. But despite me getting rid of it, I still somewhat draw her that way, and I can't help it. So she is a little bit wide. Now I am drawing the line art from Mayu. Yay! I actually, despite me actually getting pretty very well, like I said, I was making very good pace at the beginning with my Christmas drawings. It wasn't until I got to the one that I started getting a little stumped because I couldn't figure out what to draw, and then I couldn't figure out how to draw it. So that was a little bit hard. But for this one, I actually did make very good pace. Made sure I said to myself, okay, I'm going to do this many characters this day, this many characters that day, and for the most part, I actually did do that. Yay. I don't think you'll be able to notice because I got the pacing of this video so fast, but actually, I actually ended up titling one of these layers, gay, because I was watching a review by the YouTuber Little Platoons, and he was talking about gay representation in it, and sometimes when I am writing stuff, if I am listening to stuff, I will end up writing what I am listening to. So that was a very interesting experience. Anyway, which, speaking of the YouTuber Little Platoons, that was one thing that was kept me very smoothly going. I had this long video of review of Captain Marvel, which is really good. So listening to long stuff definitely helps me draw better, because I'm not focusing. I need to listen to something, and I don't want to listen to music the entire time, or if I do, I want to listen to something a little bit more than music, so I always like videos. But the problem is then I'm like, I can't think of a video to listen to, so I'm always trying to get like one video, or never video, like it just go on and on trying to look for a video, and then I waste so much time just looking for a video. But when I find really long videos, that's really good. So I really like long videos. In fact, there's this one video, I think I mentioned a couple times on this channel, by the YouTuber Cecil McFly. She did an amazing video on the art commentary community drama, and that's about like 4 hours, and that I've listened to it several times just because it makes for such great background. I ended up having to fix the pose with Masato quite a bit because it was a little bit hard, because I was drawing her on a sofa hanging upside down, because I feel like if Masato was going to do anything, she would do that. I drew her in the same winter outfit that I drew her in my mini Speedpaint, which I just uploaded, so hopefully you guys saw that. Anyway, I just didn't, of course she isn't wearing the hat or the scarf or the ever hat. I mentioned this before on DeviantArt and my other socials, but Misato's winter outfit is actually inspired off of Miyuki from the anime movie Tokyo Godfather, which is, by the way, another great Christmas movie to watch. Okay, so things I recommend to watch around Christmas time if you are an anime fan. The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya is the first one I would recommend. If you haven't seen the anime Haruhi Suzumiya, though, it won't make sense, but I actually recommend just watching the anime just so you can watch the movie. It's that good. I really do enjoy it. It holds up quite well after 13 years, and if you want to hear more about that, you can check out my Twitter. I posted like a little friend review, and like I said, it's Really, really fun movie. Rewatched it again. Haven't watched it, I think, since last Christmas. But I actually watched it with my brother, and I haven't watched it with him for quite a long time. So it was very fun watching it together because we were kind of taking note of all the little details, things that we actually missed as a kid. So that's a very fun movie. Tokyo Godfather is another movie that's very fun. It is by the late, great director, Satoshi Kon, and he does an amazing job with that film. It's a very fun film, very Christmassy. Never things that I recommend watching are Gothic. The final episodes are around Christmas time. I haven't actually watched them. I started watching them at the beginning when I started the gifts, but then I took a break because I wanted to wait until I got closer to Christmas, and now I'm on top of Christmas. So now I'm gonna go watch them, pronto, because I wanna watch them, and I might watch them when I'm eating lunch later today, as of the date of recording. Which, if anyone is wondering what day I'm recording this audio, it is December 20th. But this will not be up till December 24th, because that's when I'm gonna give all of my gifts. And gonna be off of social media, so I probably won't answer any comment sections, like spend time with the family. So because of that, I won't probably get around to answering any comments. Plus I like it when they kind of build up so that I can answer them all at once, and then it looks like I actually got a lot. And I'm very, very satisfied with the gifts that I'm giving this year, unlike a couple of years. Like, I remember 2019, I really rushed. And even 2020, I rushed even more with that one because, no, it was last year, 2022, because I was finishing Revolution Full Color Chapter 0. Maybe by next year I'll get Chapter 3 out, folks. I'm in Chapter 2. It'll be the third chapter, but it will be Chapter 2 in the lineup. But anyway, point being is, I'm going very slow with Revolution Full Color, 1 year at a time it would seem, and I'm hoping I can kick up the pace a little bit. But, wait, what did I say? So that train went completely off the track, so let's get back to the original topic that I was referring to. Christmas things to watch that are anime themed. Sword Art Online's also got one Christmas episode I haven't watched in years. Sword Art Online's always a mixed bag when it comes to me. There are some things in it that are so bad. And there are some things that I actually do enjoy. I also kind of find it funny that Sword Art Online, to me at least, anime was always a little bit more out there and experimental and stuff, but Sword Art Online was like the proto-generic anime. Like a lot of things that anime does now, the ones that are more generic, Sword Art Online doesn't. So, yeah. I mean, I'm sure there was probably others, but it was what I noticed. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, other Christmas animes to watch. Pokemon's got a lot of Christmas episodes. Dinosaur King's got a lot of Christmas episodes. I haven't watched the Pokemon episodes, like, in a long time. And I haven't watched all of them, because I haven't watched all of Pokemon, because I'm not insane. My apologies to if you like Pokemon. But, I just haven't watched all of them. And, darn, I knew there was something else that I wanted to mention. I don't know. I guess I could just talk about everything that I like to watch around Christmas time. I like to watch, movie, It Happened on Fifth Avenue, A Wonderful Life. Of course, I love that one. It's classic. For good reasons. Like, when you talk about movies that are classic, I legitimately feel that Wonderful Life is, very, it's deserving of a lot of the praise that it gets. Which is funny, because I think it was snubbed when it first came out. A lot of movies are actually snubbed. In fact, another one that I like to watch around that was also snubbed, Christmas Vacation, Lampoon's National, whatever, got Chevy Chase in it, Christmas Vacation. My sister, loves that one, and she, got me into that. And, that one, I think, was kind of snubbed when it first came out critically, and then it became like holiday classic. And then of course I like all the Rankin Bass stop motions like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The original one's absolutely a classic. I love Jack Frost. I love Year Was Out of Santa Claus. I love what's it called? Santa Claus Is Coming Down and Little Drummer Boy. Like all those. Like the Disney's Christmas Carol movie. I think it's actually Disney hasn't done a Christmas movie in a long time. And I think that's actually the only one when you actually look at the 50 lineup that was in the Tangled opening. And so that's interesting. I also enjoy the movie Prancer, Annabelle's Wish. Yeah, so that's just some things that I really do enjoy. I'm gonna be watching The Bishop's Wife with Cary Grant. Haven't watched that in, well, if I did watch it, I watched it once, and I don't remember a single thing. So I am looking forward to that. That will be fun. And I'm going to be, I think I'm just going to I'm going to wrap presents, and then I got whatever video that I need to edit, which will hopefully come out prior to these Christmas gifts. I'm hoping to release it on the 23rd. It's a little something. If you, well, I don't know why I'm being secretive, because if I do get it out edited by today, then you'll already have seen it, because I published it before this video. But anyway, you know what it is if I actually manage to do it alright. But if you don't, then it's for better. Anyway, let's just talk about the drawing a little bit now. So, as you can see, I pretty much finished all of the characters, and yeah, it was quite a lot of characters actually. It didn't seem like a lot when I was started, but then when I actually finished, it was like, this is actually quite a bit. But nothing is too much for my best friend. And one thing that definitely helped is me actually doing the base coloring. So before, when I was doing a lot of characters, I would just do the line art, then do the base coloring, and then do the so on and so on. Because that's the way I do if I'm working with 2 characters or such. But I realized that's not going to be a good idea, because that will make me move a lot slower. So I just did the base coloring as soon as I was done with the character. And I would have actually gone straight to the coloring if it wasn't for the fact that there was a background. Because there was a background, I realized I had to do the coloring last, because I need to figure out where the lighting is. But I guess in the end it doesn't matter, because I'm pretty sure I got all the lighting on these characters wrong. But that is something that's still good advice. So if you have a background and it's gonna have like a lot of light sources like mine, there's the light from the fireplace, there's the light from the moon, and then there's gonna be lights on the Christmas tree. So a lot of light everywhere, and then maybe there's also like a light on the ceiling. So because of me having a lot of light sources, it's definitely good to color your background first. Anyway, despite me tracing the outline of this tree from a real tree, which, to be fair, it's not like I haven't drawn a tree like this. I could draw a tree like this. I just was lazy. So it's not because I couldn't. It's because I wouldn't. I was just lazy. But I had a lot of fun drawing this tree. It was super, super easy. It was a lot more easier and turned out a lot more nicer than my Tokyo Mew Mew drawing. In fact, my Tokyo Mew Mew drawing, which I think I drew last year, that was actually what I was actually inspired off of. Yay, I was actually inspired by one of my own pieces instead of someone else's for once in my life. No, I'm sure there were other times. But anyway, so that's what I was kind of very much inspired off of. And I made the tree with gold and silver decorations because I love gold and silver decorations. And then I also had to put candy on there because I love strings of candy, because I do that on my tree with my family. But I also put blue and purple stars on there because I knew my friend loves her stars, and she loves the color purple, and I love the color blue. You couldn't tell, though, from the picture of me in the background, because I'm wearing purple. For some reason, despite me loving blue, all of my winter stuff is purple. So that's weird. But, yeah, I had a lot of fun with this tree. It was very easy. And, I might even put a how-to on later on, sometime down the line. Like, how to draw a winter tree really good. Because it turned out actually really good. One thing that I would say, that I wish I could have done a little bit better was the background in the window. I wish I would have put more stuff in it, but I didn't want it to be too distracting. I knew I wanted, me and, Lydia in the back, in the window, you know, decorating a sheep snowman, because that's what that is. It's not a snowman, it's a sheep man. A sheep snowman. So, a snow sheep. I don't know. Figure out the name later. So, I wanted it definitely prevalent so you could see it, which is why you'll see me focus on this window so much, because it looked weird without a window frame, but I really didn't want to work so hard on us just for us to be blocked by the window frame. So I had to figure out that one. And maybe we probably should have been a little blurred too. Maybe I'll do that when I actually upload the video. Upload the drawing. I'll blur us out a little bit just since we're not quite in the same focus, but I don't know. Whatever. We will figure it out someday. I knew I was going to talk about something else, but I've seemed to I lost my train of thought again. Well, I think I was just saying pretty much what I'm going to do after this drawing. I'm just going to finish the edit. I'm going to do the editing for this video, do the editing for the other video, and then I'm going to wrap presents also. And then after that, I think I'm just going to kick back and relax. It's saying it's supposed to be hot for Christmas. I'm hoping it's not. I'll take anything but hot. I don't mind if it's gray and gloomy. Heck, I don't even mind if it rains, necessarily. It's not my fun thing, but no hot. I had one Christmas that was hot, and it was miserable because I was also sick. So, hot and sick, bleh, especially around Christmas time. And, it was just making me very cranky and very unpleasant to be around. And I really, really don't want it to be hot. Especially since I'm planning a nice meal, and if it's hot, then the kitchen will be hot. And it won't be fun. And I won't be able to enjoy my hot chocolate. So please, Lord, help it not to be hot. Like, nice 30 degrees, 40, at least 40. I mean, it's not even like, if you were to say the temperature that's gonna be, it wouldn't even be that hot if it was like spring, or definitely not summer, maybe even autumn. But no, it's the middle of December, and hot, that temperature doesn't do. It won't suffice. So no hot. I realized I forgot the rug, so I had to do that. I had a lot of fun coloring Reika, actually. She turned out very nicely, I think. Like, actually, if I was going to actually say which character I actually colored the most nice, it would actually probably be her. For Masaru, I had a little trouble getting his skin color right. I also put his bangs on the other side. I think they're always on the left side when I see them, but it looks so weird with it on the left side, so I put it on the right side. Hopefully he's got one of those hairs where no matter which way you look, the part's always on that one side. For Miss Sato, as you can see, I forgot to mention this when I actually was doing it, I put Persona 5 Royal on her Switch, because I know my friend loves Kasumi. That's not true, she actually she despises Kasumi. But I like Kasumi, so Kasumi is going on there. I was actually gonna put an anime game there, Yeah, Code Realize. Wait, no. Yeah, Code Realize. Why does it not sound right? Why does it not sound right? Code Realize. Code Realize Winter Miracles. It's my, one of my favorite game series, despite me not being able to remember the name. It's one of my favorite anime games, and it's got a Christmas one. So I was gonna put that on there since it's Christmas time, but then I realized Masato probably wouldn't play that. She would play Persona 5, though. She would love Persona 5. Masato is a video game queen, but I don't think she plays that many anime games. Like, she might play one or two, because that's kind of the entire premise of Masato, is that she comes off very, punk, too cool for school, don't like traditional girly things. I'm that goth alternative girl, but not like gothic Lolita, but actually punk goth and all that. Like, listen to Simple Plan and My Chemical Romance, things that make you cringe as an adult, all that. But she does secretly like a lot of girly things, like Snow White, as you might know if you've seen the Chapter 1 of Revolution of Full Color. And if you have seen it, you're better than my brother who hasn't. He wants me to listen to all of his stuff. But when it actually comes to watching my stuff, it's a no. He doesn't. So I'm calling you out, Nora Vanguard. Watch my stuff. Read Revolution of Full Color. To be fair, I do get his point. It is kind of weird when you're reading something and your sibling made it, and then you gotta judge it. And he does try to be very much more nicer with his criticism. Like, that was something he actually did a lot when he was a kid. He would always say, it sucks, and he would, which was very hard to listen to as a little sheep. But what was even worse is he didn't tell me what was wrong. That's actually one of my pet peeves when I lose a contest. I get why, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, so what's wrong with this drawing then? Why didn't it win? I get why it's okay, I get it, understand that there might be some drawings that are better than it, but what did I do wrong? How can I prove it? I have to figure it out myself, and it's so annoying. There's actually a Lo-Fi Girl art contest, and I wanted to participate, but I couldn't because I was too busy. It wasn't just with gifts, though, so if anyone's thinking that I wasn't able to do it because of Christmas gifts, no, it had nothing to do with just gifts. So, don't feel bad. I'm not making anybody feel bad like I missed out on something because I was drawing gifts for my friends. I don't want to do that. So, I'm not gonna do it. It had nothing to do with that. Okay, it did have a little. To say that it didn't have a little bit to do with gifts would be a lie. But it was also my own procrastination and laziness. So, yeah. I actually need to finish Code Realize Winter Miracles. I just realized that. And the reason why I haven't is because every single year I like to play it around Christmas time. So, when I bought it, I played half of it for Christmas time. And I'm like, okay, I'll finish it after Christmas. But then I never got around to it, and then I didn't feel like it because it was no longer Christmas time. Because it was like, okay, I'll finish it like in New Year's. But I never got around to it. And I'm like, okay, I will finish it next year. And then I finished I finished like another part of it the next year. I literally waited 1 year, and then I'm like, okay, I still got one more thing. So in the Winter Miracles, each of the main guys get their own story. There's one extra story was the brother, and then one extra character was an extra guy, and then one extra story was a new character, and then there's the love triangle routes. I haven't done the love triangle routes. I haven't unlocked all the CGs. I need to unlock all the CGs so I can have them all on my wallpaper. But I don't have them all on my wallpaper because I failed. I haven't finished it. And, that's a no-no. That's a really bad, I gotta do that. Because I really don't want to wait till next year. So hopefully, I'm planning on getting all of this stuff done, so that way I can finish Code Realize Wintertide Miracles. I think I missaid the name. I think I just said Winter Miracles. It's Wintertide Miracles. I think it was called something else in the Japanese, but that's what it was called in the I think it was called something less Christmassy in the Japanese, and then they changed it to Wintertime Miracles, which isn't Christmassy per se, but it's a little bit more Christmassy than the Japanese. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong, but I think that is what happened. And if it is, then yeah. Because the game is, the guy's stories at least are very Christmassy. Anyway, on to drawing Hana. I'm actually trying to figure out how this is working, because I don't actually have much time left on the speed paint, and I'm trying to realize I haven't. I'm hoping I got this edited for the most part. So what I do is I put all the speed paint clips together, run them fast, and then I export a mock version with no special effects, and then I just watch it, and then I record the audio, and I record it all in one go, and I just talk straight on my butt. Yeah, I might change that, because it's actually it's a really bad way to actually record your audio. My brother says it's better to just record it in portions and not all in one go, and it's also probably better to write a script, but I don't got time for all that, nor would I really need to do it for this drawing, so I'm just talking out my butt once again. And plus, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of become synonymous with my style of just, talking nonsensically with no aim. So I don't want to lose all of that. But I am planning on doing some reviews next year. There are movies that I want to talk about, and I figured I could do what I did with Hunger Games, where I did a speed paint on that drawing while I talk about the movie, and I actually really like that. So I actually want to do a little bit more of that. And if I do more of that, then those will be at least somewhat scripted. I think for that one I didn't have a script, but I did write like some notes down of things that I knew I wanted to talk about, so that way I would make sure I hit all the bullet points. And I think I did the same thing for my Challenge Showdown drawing of Jack Spicer, because there's things I wanted to mention about that. Only for that one I had half a script, so I wrote the script for half the way of the video, and then after that I just talked on my butt. Because that's what we do best. We talk out of our rear end. That is what sheep are good for. And, yeah, I'm coming to the end of this speed paint, and I hope you liked it, and I hope you like it. Mayu I, aka Lydia. I had a lot of fun doing it. It was really a blast. And like I said, the coloring could have been a little bit better. You could see where I was rushing a little bit more when I got to Yoth and Azura, because I was like, I need to get this finished at a reasonable time, because I have everything I want to do. I was trying to rush to where it would look bad, but I was speeding up a little bit, so it is a little bit visible. But nonetheless, I had a blast. It was a real fun experience. I hope made all my ever gifts too, so I hope you all enjoyed them, and I will be back with another video, maybe one by the end of the year. I got this one kind of special speed paint plan. If not, no, I am going to try to do that. I'm going to try to make that speed paint, but it will probably be a little bit late, but it will be simple, so hopefully I'll be able to finish it. Because I'm going to take a break. I'm not going to do anything until after Christmas time. But I hope that hopefully it's not cutting it too close, but I think it will, because it's a pretty simple video. But besides that, I've got nothing else in the works. I'm rushing through my exit. I'm still coloring one of the characters. Root. I forgot his name. His name escapes my mind. I'm still coloring, but yet I'm doing my outro, because I always end up doing that, where I do my outro as the video's already finished. And I'm like, wait, no, don't leave yet. I haven't finished my outro. So, but this time I did. I thought it'd be nice to have candles, because candles always look nice next to greenery for some reason. Remember when they used to do that, put candles on a Christmas tree? Well, that was a major fire hazard. I can see now why we have electric lights. And even then, the first electric lights were a big fire hazard too. But anyway, I put candles, and then I put a little picture of me and Lydia behind, because it looked kind of weird. That was back when I had cat ears. So yeah, that is a little bit of a secret, a little dark secret about this sheep. She used to have cat ears. but no longer. I am now fully 100% just the sheep. Yay! I was gonna put something on the table, but I couldn't figure out what, because it's not them celebrating Christmas, it's them getting ready for Christmas. That's why Kazu and Kaizen aren't here. They're getting ready. It's not them doing Christmas. So, no food on the table. So I couldn't think of anything. So the table's bare. Anyway, that was the drawing. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, I will be back with another one, hopefully before the year ends. Until then, a Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I'm gonna go eat. Bye! And that works on a multitude of levels, because I need to eat breakfast on the day of recording, but on the day that you are finishing it, by the time this video is released, I will be eating Christmas Eve dinner. So, yeah. Multi-level reference. Yay!